Dear friends, greetings. Happy World's Honeybee Day. We are happy to resume BSHF webinar series and today proceed with series 6H, that is nutrition and nutraceuticals in horticultural crops. Our event manager, meanwhile, Miss Shivangi got married. We congratulate her or the couple and wish happy and contented life ahead.
Thank you.
I request speakers of 5H series, the series which you have completed, those who are attending, to write a chapter on the topic they delivered the webinar with or without other authors for a book to be probably published by NIPA or Spinger. The we will try to send you the model chapter accordingly. Now coming to the webinar, it is my proud privilege to welcome you on behalf of Professor Brahm Singh Horticulture Foundation BSHF, a not-for-profit organization, and my own behalf to this 6H webinar series Talk 1. I'm happy to welcome co-organizers Dr. Pritam Kalia, ICR Rafi Ahmed Kidwai Awardee, former head of Division Vegetable Science and coordinator, School of Horticultural Sciences, ICR IRI New Delhi, and Dr. Shailendra Rajan, former director, ICR Central Institute of Subtropical Horticulture, Lucknow, who is the speaker today. He is going to speak shortly on healing fruits, nature's medicine for healthy life. Friends, few words about the series nutrition and nutraceutical. Nutrition, you know much more than me. Nutrition, the biochemical and physiological process by which an organism uses food to support its life. It provides organism with nutrients which can be metabolized to create energy, very important one, and chemical structure. Failure to obtain sufficient nutrient causes malnutrition. And you know that the life without energy is no life. I don't know, we can't say it's a synonym because there is no life in energy. But without energy, life is just like that. So, nutrition provides energy. Now, let us see what these nutraceuticals do. The nutraceuticals, they can be defined as a food or part of food or nutrient that provides health benefits, including prevention and treatment of, you know, diseases or malfunctioning or whatever. And the term nutraceutical was coined long back, 1989, by Stephen D. Palish. And the business of nutraceuticals world over is dollar 578 billion. It may go by 2025. It may be around, say, $400 billion now, but it's likely to go that much. Nutraceuticals may range from horticulture crops, fruits, vegetable, and the other products, the herbal products, and the other things are there. Now, coming to the uh, nutraceuticals, these nutraceutical can be in the natural product, what we are dealing with, the horticultural crops, and we call them the traditional or natural nutraceuticals. These are the products which are derived directly from the natural source. And the natural source, you know, we are talking about the horticulture produce, and they can be nutrient, they can be herbal, they can be phytochemical, they can be probiotic, they can be enzyme, etc. The other category is a fortified one now, where we can enhance the nutraceutical properties of a product. It can be fortified directly, or it can be recombinant nutraceutical through biotechnological means. We can fortify it, on which Dr. Kalia and others are engaged in biofortification. Now, based on food source, nutraceuticals can be classified in a different category. You know all those things, but as an introduction, I'm supposed to talk about that. They can be dietary fiber, they can be probiotic, and prebiotic also. Polyunsaturated fatty acid, antioxidants, very important vitamins, and then polyphenols and a large number of spices. But what is the necessity? What is the necessity of the nutraceuticals? We have got a uh, plethora of drugs, medicines, synthetic one. But that's what I'm going to just say in few sentences. Due to improved medical facility and sedentary lifestyle, average life expectancy has been increased, and several age-related diseases like muscle loss, osteoporosis, cardiovascular disease, you name the disease, all sort of diseases have cropped up, and they lead to the generation of free radicals. With the result, we suffer a lot. So to overcome that, we need the antioxidants, and these antioxidants come out of these nutraceutical or the natural source. And the consumption of the food or supplement having good antioxidant potential can balance the free radical or antioxidant level, and thus reduce the oxidative stress in the body. So that is the method of how they function. Rest the speakers will be talking about, and the benefit, enormous benefit of this. The benefits of nutraceuticals are infinite, infinite, and new roles are being discovered every day. I need not to go through that. They do all sort of things, starting from overall health improvement, boosting energy, mood, soul, and what not. You want to have a better life. So, and you name the organ, for that the nutraceutical is there. Uh, so, in the present BSF webinar series 6H, we intend to cover some of the horticulture crops. It's not possible to cover all the crops, with some details on nutrition as well as nutraceuticals. Hope it will be beneficial to the academic students and those who are related with the subject, or rather everybody, because the health is a matter of concern of everybody. If good health, good life. If no good health, life is just like that. Now, Dr. As Rajan, Shailendra Rajanji, today would enrich our knowledge on this important subject, covering only healing fruits with his rich experience. Now I request Dr. Pitam Kaliaji to introduce customarily to Dr. Shailendra Rajan, who is very well known to the audience and the BSHF platform. He is known, and otherwise also. Friends, as usual, the question can be raised in comment chat box. We will try to answer them either after the talk or later on. With these words, I request Dr. Kaliaji to introduce the speaker, please.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, most respected Professor Brahm Singh ji, Chairman BSHF, co-organizer Dr. Shailendra Rajan ji, who is also the today's learner speaker. Dr. Shailendra Rajan will be talking on healing fruits, nature's medicine for healthy life. Very important topic in today's world to manage your health through fruits, especially. Dr. Shailendra Rajan, who hails from Varanasi, had his master's from G.V. Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, and his doctorate he earned from Indian Agriculture Research Institute, New Delhi. Starting from starting his career from as a scientist at Central Institute of Subtropical Horticulture, Dr. Shailendra Rajan rose to head of the Division of Crop Improvement and Biotechnology before managing the institute as a director. Presently, working as a consultant, Tropical Fruits in Alliance of Biodiversity International and SEAT Asia India's office. Dr. Rajan contributions to horticulture science include the development of high-yielding guava varieties such as Lalit, Shweta, Dhaval, and Lalima, mango varieties Ambika and Arnica, and interspecific wilt-resistant rootstock of Cedium mole and Cedium guazava. Dr. Rajan has made outstanding contributions to mango and guava genetic resource management, augmenting and maintaining one of the world's largest field gene banks. He was instrumental in the development of technologies such as mango rejuvenation, wedge grafting, guava crop regulation, GIS application in germplasm management, and creation of a national mango database. Dr. Rajan actively contributed to the development of ICR, Fusicon, and in vitro immunization technology for the management of wilt epidemics caused by TR4 race of Fusarium in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Dr. Rajan was instrumental in establishing Society for Conservation of Mango Diversity Malihabad, which focuses on on-farm conservation. And this society was in a position to earn the Genome Savior Community Award of PPVFRA Government of India. Dr. Rajan was the local organizing secretary of the Horticulture Summit 2007, and he helped coordinate two international conferences, 15 national conferences, and five workshops. Dr. Rajan is a fellow of six societies, including Indian Academy of Horticulture Sciences, Confederation of Horticulture Association of India, SADH, and the Indian Society of Horticulture Research and Development. He was also instrumental in the formation of community-based organizations like the Abdram Utpadak Bagwani Smiti. He was also instrumental in the formation of Uttar Pradesh Kela Utpadan Sangh, which has handled Fusarium TR4 epidemics in a remarkable manner within the community. His coordination for tribal farmer development in West Bengal has aided in the development of Jagriti and Sehvagita for improving the livelihood of resource poor tribals. Dr. Rajan has, to his credit, 5 edited books, 15 bulletins, beside 150 research papers and 250 popular articles and technical reports. Dr. Rajan has had the honor of working as IPGRI consultant for status report on genetic resources of mango in the Asia Pacific region in 2000, and as a coordinator for the development of a website for 10 countries called Asian Fruit Genetic Resources Network. He was a resource person for information documentation of tropical fruit genetic resources and the use of GIS technology for 5 years. He was also a member of various task forces for dust guidelines for fruits and as a nodal person for dusts of mango and guava testing. He has traveled extensively in many mango growing areas in India, abroad, like that of China, Thailand, Malaysia, and the Philippines, Oman, and Nepal. Dr. Rajan has been suitably awarded for his outstanding contribution with the Dr. R.S. Paroda Award for Excellence and Horticulture in Horticulture in 2012, and Shri Girdhari Lal Chadha Award in Fruit Science from IEHS. With this outstanding introduction and contribution of Dr. Rajan, I invite him for a very important topic that he has chosen for the benefit of the society: healing fruits, nature's medicines for the healthy life. Dr. Rajan, please.
Thank you, Dr. Kalia, respected Dr. Brahm Singh ji, and all esteemed audience of this webinar. So I will be sharing, first of all, I will be sharing my presentation. I think it is visible. My screen is visible. Hello. Hello.
Visible, but that hide button you have to press the hide down
Okay,
below
sir.
the.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank
You
you.
are visible. Good slide. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So today's topic is healing fruits, nature's medicine for healthy life. So mostly we take fruits just not for as a medicine. We take it as these are a healthy food. Fruit is a healthy food, as well as no, we don't consider it as a medicine, and the health is definitely related with it because we have conceived there are health benefits. So a old saying by the Hippocrates, who is considered as the father of medicine, the great Greek physician, he also indicated that the medicine may be the food and food may be the medicine. So now, after long time, we have clinical evidences which are very well documented that fruits are both preventive as well as therapeutic medicine. We all know that eat the rainbow. We say that eat the rainbow because it is considered that we are consuming lot many minerals, vitamins, many compounds, bioactive compounds, because the brightly colored fruits and vegetables are often the magic. They are often having certain benefits. I will be outlining some of the therapeutical potentials of the fruits, which can be considered as a natural medicines, because most of the fruits are recognized as a natural, not natural medicines, but we have to recognize those because those are not only rich in essential nutrients, antioxidants, phytochemicals, but they promote health because several of the other compounds which are present in these fruits and mostly not considered as a in general while consuming these fruits. So fruits support immune function, we all know, and many of the fruits are very important for the cardiovascular health and the digestion. Sometimes antioxidants which are very specific, they can neutralize the free radicals, and many chronic disease can be managed in human system, and those are all from the fruits. Most of the times those are very specific from the fruits, and the fruit possess inflammatory properties, and those are used for the detoxification. And fruits have unique medicinal properties, and those fruits are specifically considered. Sometimes you can have the cognitive enhancement as considered. Blueberry is being considered for that, and several citrus fruits are very well recognized for their immune support. And fruits are well known for the dietary fibers preventing blood sugar spikes. So there are comparison between fruits and vegetables, but I am giving some example that fruits and vegetables both are important. And if we see that the fruits, they can be compared with the vegetable as far as the compounds are which are useful for the health or which are beneficial for the health, those are considered, including anthocyanin, flavonols, flavonoids, flavonones. But If you see this graph, you can find that the very different types of berries and different types of nuts, those are much have a high content with all these nutraceuticals as well as bioactive compounds. So in detail, we will be seeing those in a next few slides. So another important aspects of the human health is cancer. WHO predicts that 70% increase in the cancer, and in next decade, it will be having a more growth rate, and the cancer will become an important, I should say, the cause of death worldwide. So indigenous fruits are very important with not only due to the bioactive compounds, but several of the beneficial effects in preventing cancer, which are still unknown, but gradually people have interest. And starting from the COVID-19, this interest has I should say, quite a important rate of uh, development, where people are working on these bioactive compounds. And we all know that India is the biodiversity center for many of the flora and fauna, and several indigenous fruit trees are there, which are very well considered for the anti-cancerous properties. We all know mango, jamun, amla, kokum, then Garcinia cambogia, then several stone fruits, bale, jackfruit, karoda, falsa, monkey jackfruits. These are all elephant apple. These are all considered to be having anti-cancer benefits. And these have been, all benefits have been seen in the preclinical models. Means before applying to the human beings, those have been established, and several thousands of papers have appeared on these fruits. Now, why these anti-cancer benefits are there from the fruits? We see the fruits are important part of our diet. These are non-toxic and easily acceptable. That's why we consume them with a I should say, not only for the health point of view, but as a food also. These are all containing the phytochemicals with a diverse medicinal properties. Not simply the single compound is involved, but diverse medicinal properties are there. Future studies are required, particularly to have after the preclinical models using the fruit extracts, juices, and the individual and also individual phytochemicals also, which have been recognized, characterized, and isolated. Then there are transitional studies which have been conducted on amla, one of the Indian fruit crops, which is very important. And preventive or supportive age high risk population is cancer survivor, that these fruits are very much important for them. And the outcome of the preclinical and clinical studies have shown there is a definite benefits to the patient, and healthcare industry and pharmaceutical companies are coming up to having the docking of these compounds and try to develop drugs on that basis. So I will start with one example of mangoes. Mangoes are only known for their taste, aroma, and the different other qualities other than the health benefits, and particularly their medicinal value. But if you see it thoroughly, then you will find the health, heart diseases, and cancer. The compounds which are found in mangoes, those are very important, particularly for heart diseases, managing heart disease, cancer, skin, and vision. The skin health and vision, then they can lower the blood cholesterol. These are rich in minerals. Value-added products are made out of those. Those are rich in some of the bioactive compounds. Health and immune system can be strengthened, improved with the mangoes, and beneficial. These are beneficial in diabetes also. Health diseases and cancer are most important, which are being considered by the people who are working on mangoes for their health benefits, particularly with the bioactive compounds. If we see the nature's sweet medicine, I say that it is a nature's sweet medicine, and we are unleashing the mango's health potential. Several of the compounds I have picked out. There are hundreds of the compounds reported from mango, the particular Mangifera species. which are very, very important. And most important is mangiferine. As the compound's name indicates, the mangiferine, it is one of the most important. It has lot many properties, and we should say it is a magic compound. It is antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, and many properties are there. Then again, one of the most important phenolics, flavonoid, quercetin, which is also available in the mango, the gallic acid, which is having anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial uh, properties, and it is also anti-carcinogenic. Then catechins, luteol. Luteol is another rare compound which is in mango apart from other fruit crops, and it is also anti-carcinogenic, antioxidant, antimicrobial. You might be seeing that all are antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, but these are very, very important uh, compounds in mango, and luteol and mangifenine are one of the most important. The ellagic acid, which has been recognized not only as an antioxidant but one of the anti-cancer compound, and very well recognized due to strawberries, which are rich in ellagic acid. It is a compound having great recognition. Then not only these flavonoids, other compounds are there, but beta cytosterol, zeaxanthin, cryptoxanthin, beta carotene, fiber, mangiferine. Then many dietary fibers are there which can slow down the absorption of the sugar. There is a myth that the mango increases the diabetes, but diabetes can be controlled with the mangoes. The mango leaf contains anti-diabetic compounds, and if you dip a mango leaf in a glass of water and utilize it after 24 hours, then 12 hours, then you will find that lot of diabetes control can be achieved by using these water which are as having the extracts of the mango leaves. Then we come to the it's some of the nutritional balances also, brilliance also, which is directly related with the diseases. Mango acts as a source of vitamin A, and several million people living in the world in different subtropical and tropical parts, they are having the vitamin A sufficiency because of the mango consumption. It is a seasonal fruit. People eat it, and the mango vitamin A is stored in the body, and it is the requirement of the entire year is fulfilled by that. Not only the fresh fruit, but the dried mango pulp is also a good source of carotenoid, and it can be stored for 4 to 6 months. People consume it different parts of the world, and vitamin A content of the mango ranges from 1000 to 6000 international unit. One extraordinary advantage is that it has plastogogule content in the mango, which promotes high carotenoid bioaccessibility. The carotenoid accessibility will maybe less, but because of this compound, this accessibility is increased. You can see here in the slide that uh, lot much variation is there in mangoes. Not only the fruits, their quality, shape, but also in the content of the bio active compounds. I will give some of the examples of these compounds. Mangiferine is a very important compound as far as mango is concerned. Mango leaves are also rich, the bark is also rich, but fruits are having a good amount of mangiferine. And this mangiferine compound has been recognized by several pharmacological values, including anti-hypertensive. Then it is cardioprotective, antiviral, immunomodulatory, antioxidant, antibacterial, antifungal. So many properties can be assigned to it, and it became important during the COVID-19 period when mangiferine was recognized one of the potential drug for managing it. So while working with a breeding program at CISS Lucknow, we try to analyze the different genotypes available in our Gemplas gene bank, and also the hybrids also we developed, and we found that much variation is there, and concentration and the presence of bioactive compounds in the fruit that contributes to its nutritional and pharmacological profiles. And both the important compounds, mangiferine and luteol, those have lot of variation, and we found that some of the hybrids which have been developed at CISs, like uh, arunica, that is very having a high content as compared to other compounds. So definitely it is going to be we are going to consider it as a one of the anti-cancer compound, I should say a fruit, where preclinical studies have been very well established, and they have the people have found that on working on the cellular sensitivity of different cells, and it has been found that it is very much having tolerance to the for the human breast cell cancer line. So mangiferin is useful there, and it has been the juice of the mango and different juice fractions have been found to be they are inhibiting the chemically induced neoplastic transformation of mammalian cell lines. So the clinical trials are there, preclinical trials are there, and inhibition of cell cycle has been uh, uh, found that it inhibits the cell cycle. So definitely it has a lot of role in case of as a anti-carcinogenic compound. The leupol, which is another compound important, it is has also exhibited anti-cancer properties both in vivo and in vitro assays. Then leupol in the mango extract showed the apoptogenic activity in mouse prostate. So it has been found that for the prostate enlargement, it is having a lot of role in managing it. Then mango has anti-carcinogenic compounds, we all know, but lupiol and mango pulp extracts have been used in many of the study and supplemented that the high percentage of the this apoptotic cells are there in mouse prostate, and we can have a positive effect of all these products made from mango, including the pulp. Then lupiol has shown significant protective effect on the DNA strand breakdown also. The mango cultivars, particularly these are not Indian cultivars, Atalfo and Hayden, they have been considered and had been, I should say, indicated the anti-carcinogenic activity against the various cancer cell lines. And Atalfo, the same variety, it has been found to having the inhibiting the growth of the colon carcinoma cells. So this particular characteristic increased the popularity of Atalfo in US. Atalfo is a variety which is not a red colored variety. People were not consuming it much. It is from the Asian origin, but it has, due to this additional advantage, Atalfo is now recognized by the user, and consumer are having a lot of interest due to this particular activity of the mango, this Atalfo mango. And then there are several polyphenolics in mango varieties, and those are super chemopreventive, having super chemopreventive activity, and those are considered in particularly the people started working on Hayden varieties like Hayden and Atalfo, but in India also we are working on the indigenous variety. Lupiol has additional anti-skin tumor promoting effect. So it has been workout on the mice. So knowing this many properties of mangiferin and lupiol, some of the formulations have been made, and it has been incorporated with the traditional medicines like chawanprash, which is a chawanprash product which is very well known in Ayurveda, and people are using it. Chawanprash is a sugar-free product which is having sugar in itself, but the sugar-free chawanprash is also now made available in the market. It is coming up, and it has been fortified with the mangiferin. So the chawanprash was already recommended by the Ayush Ministry for immunity promoting measures, but addition of the mangiferin can do well. Then Moringa Plus means Moringa is already explained as it has been recognized as one of the richest bioactive compound product, and the addition of this mangiferin can help in another way. Then chocolates are important for children. They like it. Not only children, others also. But the chocolates are also now being fortified with mangiferin. Then flaxseed, which is being utilized for omega 3 fatty acids, particularly its consumption is increasing. That can also be fortified with the mangiferin. Not, I will now stop about the mangoes. I will go to the another crop, the guava, which is having a lot of importance, particularly not only immunity booster, but also as a anti-carcinogenic, having an anti-carcinogenic nature. It is a very rich source of vitamin C, having a good amount of vitamin C, and 4 times more vitamin C than the oranges. And one piece of common guava, about 50 grams, can contain 4 times of vitamin C of an orange. It is also anti-diabetic. Now, the guava prices are in the market increasing like anything. Doctors are recommending it due to several of its property, not only nutritional value, vitamin C, but the anti-diabetic properties. And because it is rich in fiber content, low glycemic acid index, and there is a now feeling that it is one of the fruits which can be safely utilized by the diabetic people, and due to the fiber content, they can ensure their sugar is well regulated. There are long list of uh, ethnomedical uses worldwide where people are using guava, because India doesn't have this as an indigenous fruit, but it has come up in the country as a very, very well established fruit where uh, people know that this is, although exotic fruit, but it is very, very important when we compare with the and many of the indigenous fruits, and it has naturalized in India, and its diversity is too much. That's why the bioactive compounds are also having the same dimension of the profile. In different parts of the world, it can be used for bacterial infection, boils, boil disorders, bronchitis, cholera, and then colic infections, coughs, then diarrhea, dysentery. Several problems are being cured using guava. These are in traditional this medicine of different parts of the world, and people now working on these, why this is happening with a bioactive compound which can be working with it. The lycopene in guava is most important, and after the lycopene of this tomato and watermelon, it is most important. It is considered to be useful in reducing the prostate cancer risk and also inhibit the cancer cell, since it is rich in lycopene. Anti-aging quality properties of lycopene and vitamin C are all well known. It also helps in health of the heart, and guavas can lower down the triglycerides and bad cholesterol, LDL. This magical fruit improves levels of the good cholesterols. Then it improves the eyesight also, because rich in vitamin C, in vitamin A, and having the good amount of lycopene, and the several varieties, those are very rich in lycopene. That's why very much helpful. Not only fruits, but the leaves are also important. The fruits have these are the rich source of dietary fibers, and one can fulfill about 12% of the recommended intake of the fibers by one guava fruit. It is extremely beneficial for the digestion also. And guava seeds are sometimes wonderful for and works as a excellent laxative. People mostly avoid feeds guava seeds, but these are useful. Then there are several studies which have shown that for the healthy bowel movement, it is helpful. And leaves, particularly, those are now the point of attraction for the researchers, and people have found it in clinical studies that guava leaves have shown decrease in abdominal pain when those are used, and many of the effects. Then many times it is in local medicine, this ethnomedicine, there are descriptions where the guava leaves are used for the toothache, because it has potent anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. They are They can be used as a home remedy for toothache, swollen gums, and oral ulcers. The juice of the guava leaves can provide relief from the toothache. It is well known. And the guava leaves fight with the infection because it has antimicrobial properties. And in dental care, if it is included, it promotes the oral health and elevate the dental issues. Then cough and cold are some of the issues where people say that guava is should not be taken when there is cough and cold, but guava is very rich in vitamin C, and people go for that its consumption, and it is having a very positive effect, and it prevents the cold and viral infection also. The juice of the raw immature guavas and decoction of the guava leaves, it is helpful in relieving cold and cough, and it can get rid of the mucus and disinfects the respiratory tracts, throats, and lungs. Guava leaves have lot much work has been done on the there are evidences, clinical and preclinical. Clinical. Some of the compounds which have been named on the guava genus Cedium, Cedia guardial D and Cedia guardial C, those have been found to be the inhibitors of the human hepatoma cells. So it has found to be some of the compounds have been terpenoids and flavonoids have been found as a anti-tumoric also in case of guava. It's suppressing the signal transfer from the tumor cell adhesion, and it hinders the tumor angiogenesis. So there are several reports. I will not go in detail, but it has the guava leaves extracts have been demonstrated for inhibiting the effect of various cancer cell lines. Then these extracts have strong anti-proliferative activity against the human colon carcinoma cell lines. Means for the colon also, this has been found to with a colon cancer, colon carcinoma. It has been found to be useful. Then vitamin E, presence of vitamin E, flavonoids, and they are all contributing to its anti-carcinogenic these properties. Then several of the compounds have been isolated from the guava leaves, and those have been found effective in human breast cell lines, human colon and cancer cells lines, and they are having the apoptosis effect, and they modulate the key protein involved in the signaling and cell proliferation. So these guava leaves are considered as medicines for the diabetes management. Then some of the compounds, flavonoids particularly, guajio are in, and it has been found to have, it can improve the pancreatic islet beta cell function and hepatocyte morphology in diabetic mice. So these several of the clinical trials are evident and are strongly supporting that guava leaves are wonderful drugs, not only fruits, but the guava leaves. I should say guava leaves because they contain very high amount of these compounds as compared to the fruits. Then we have the grapes. The natural, we can consider it is a natural source of healing and wellness. Grapes are considered as a fruit, particularly for it was considered long back for the health, but some of the compound, these resveratrol and several of the compounds which are there in case of grapes, those have come up in now limelight, and these are antioxidants, and several of them are cardioprotective. Then other phenols which are found in grapes, those are having several health benefits, including cardiovascular health benefits. Then those are potential anti-cancer, and they can have effect on the brain health support also. Many anthocyanins are there which are antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and they have potential cardiovascular benefits, and those are neuroprotective also. So several compounds are there. I will not list those in grapes, and it is one of the most important fruit as far as this is the compound. This is the fruit which is considered for the health. Then I will try to indicate some of the importance of these grapes, and it was well documented due to the French paradox related with the red wine, where people were not clear why this low rates of the coronary heart disease mortality is there in certain parts of the France, where people are, despite having the high fat and high cholesterol diet. So there, the compound resveratrol has been identified for that, responsible for that, and it is a key component in the Ayurvedic herbal tonics also. Daxra, so also it contains from the grape, made from the grape, and it is prescribed as a cardiotonic. Then several of the isomers are also available from this unique compound, and they are being studied. And most important, one of the derivatives of this compound is polydietin, which is available from the different fruit source, and it has been found as an anti-inflammatory, reduces inflammation, alleviates associated symptoms. Then cardiovascular health also, in general, it is mostly promoted by this. And neuroprotective, it is a neuroprotective. Then it is helpful in diabetes management, diabetic management, and it regulates the blood sugar levels by improving the insulin sensitivity and reduces insulin resistance. Then potential anti-cancer properties are there, which show that there are inhibitory effect on the growth and spread of the certain types of cancer cell. It contributes to the skin health also because of antioxidant activities. Then liver protection is one of the aspect attributed to this compound, which is a unique compound and well considered now. So because grapes were considered only important as well as resveratrol was found in this fruit, but gradually people have come to know that this compound is also available in mulberries. Mulberry also contain this compound, and the several products made out of it, jam, jellies, and desserts, those are also containing it. Then blueberries are very, very rich in this, and although the amount is not that high as we have in grapes, then cranberries are there. Pomegranates are very rich in oxidant as well as in resveratrol. Then if we see the papaya, which is a somewhat superfruit, I should say it is a timeless superfruit. It is rich in carotenoids, particularly prevents colon, prostate, lung, oral, and cavity cancers. And it is it's vitamin C. It helps in keeping different forms of managing arthritis, and it is helpful in eye vision. Everybody knows about it. An excellent food option for the diabetic people, particularly prevents cholesterol buildup and controls the heart rate and blood pressure. It is anti-parasitic. Its leaves are now becoming important. Anti-parasitic, ringworm infection can be controlled by that, and the leaves are used for the patient who have less platelets. Then avala, which is well considered in Ayurveda, it has many properties. Some of them have been clinically or in a preclinical experiments have been there, and those have been proved that it is immunomodulatory, and it has neuroprotective and having a memory enhancing properties, the anti-diabetic, anti-cancer, then nephroprotective, antimicrobial, cardiac protective, then gastroprotective, and having high amount of antioxidants. So this is well known, and it is a one of the important fruit, particularly not always freshly consumed, but several of the products made out of its fruits, and it is one of the richest source for the vitamins, flavonoids, and many other compounds. And these are all helping it to making it as a potential anti-cancer, anti-cardioprotective, and neuroprotective effects, inducing those. So ellachic acid, well known now. Now it is well known. It is also found there and helps against the DNA damage. It reduces the inflammation. Then several of the unique compounds, bioactive compounds, are specific to the amla. That's why those are phylambulinsin, and phylloxanthine and phylloxanthine. These are the unique amla bioactive compounds, and some of the these galloyl glucose derivatives are also there, which are considered as a antioxidant and anti-inflammatory in their property. Another important fruit which is coming up, it is a konkum, Indian Garcinia, then Garcinia indica. It is now be considered very important because its effect on the as a anti-obesity effect and appetite suppression due to the hydroxycitric acid. And this is also important in another species, this Garcinia cambogia. It is having higher concentration. Apart from that, it has garcinol, which it is well known for the as a potential anti-cancer properties. Then several xanthones are there which are very specific to the Garcinia. That's why kunkum is very much important, particularly as an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and potential chemopreventive, having potential chemopreventive effects. Then flavonoids are there, which improves its quality, and particularly the contributing to the cardiovascular protection and the potential anti-carcinogenic effect. Vitamin C is there, and which is well recognized along with all these bioactive compounds as a very, very potential combination. Bale, it is well known, and now there is a shoot up in the consumption of the bale, particular juices and the compounds. It is very, very rich compound, although it is a sacred food, but it has a remarkable therapeutic benefits. And the bale fruit extracts exhibits a vast range of pharmacological activities. I can't list all those, but you can see it is antioxidant due to which compounds I have given in the brackets, parenthesis, the anti-diabetic, anti-hepatoprotective, radioprotective, then anti-cancer, anti-ulcer. Many compounds have many properties have been assigned to this. Then very specific compounds, marmelosin and sorrelin, which are very, very typical, particularly in bale. Those have been found, and at CISH, the team working on the bale and the post-harvest division, they have worked out which are the varieties where these both unique compounds are in high concentration. Apart from that, it contains lupiol. It is although triterpenoid compound, but now it is graded as one of the most important compound as well as a anti-carcinogenic compound. Then several of the coumarins, the amblyophenolin, marmelosin is there, marmecin is also there. Several then agalelin is also there, which are the flavonoids important for the particular human health. Then I will come up to the bananas, which are well known for their properties, particular for the digestive health, then blood pressure, and then they are the source of energy, natural source of energy. Easily digestibility is one of the characteristic which is important from them. Then jamun, which is becoming a fruit of future, because several of the compounds which are being isolated, I have not listed those, but gembolin, which inhibits the starch to glucose conversion and helps regulate blood sugar levels, and that's why jamun consumption has increased. People now are ready to purchase the jamun fruits at the 400 200 rupees a kg. During the initial season, they can purchase for the 400 rupees a kg. Then now the CISH has developed several varieties, and people are profiling it, that how these all anti-diabetic compounds can be further maybe one of the markers for utilizing them as a very, very healthy food. So the varieties can be those can be described with the content of these all important compounds, which includes these flavonoids as well as ellagic acid, high fiber content, and the polyphenols which are there. Those are also important. Pomegranate is one of the important fruit which can be considered as superfruit. It has lot many anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It is anti-carcinogenic, and I hope I will not go in detail in this fruit, because we might have in next few these talks some separate talk on the pomegranate. It has that much potential, so I will not go in detail, but it is a anti-cancer and particularly for breast, prostate, skin, lung, ovarian, then oral, pancreatic, and liver cancer. It has been clinical and preclinical trials are there. Then clinical trials have shown that its supplementation are reducing the growth of prostate cancer cell. Then oranges, we all know. So because short of time, being a short of time, I am skipping several of the aspects. But oranges are well known. Particularly, several compounds have been isolated, but these are generalized, known compounds, bioactive compounds, which may be considered as a health, making it as a health boosting food. And not only flavonoids are there, many other compounds are there. People are working on that, scientists are engaged, and those are being isolated, synthesized, and being tested in clinical and preclinical trials. Pineapple, a wonderful fruit which is important for the vibrant health. Then bromelain, which is one of the bioactive compound, which is anti-inflammatory and digestive, having digestive benefits also. Vitamin C is a rich fruit, as well as manganese is important, particularly in case of pineapples. It is having rich content and helps in the bone health and metabolism. Then fiber, which is one of the important part of the pineapple, that is important for digestive health and regularity. Antioxidants there are several antioxidants, and it are contributing to the potential health benefits. Strawberry, well known for as a nutraceutical delights. It can be having a lot many effects on the particularly ellagic acid, one of the compound which is considered as a polyphenolic compound important for strawberry. The fibers they promote digestive health. Diverse compounds are available which are important for cardiovascular and cognitive benefits. Then folate are available. Folic acid is found in this superfruit. Then that is essential for the DNA synthesis and cell growth. Then potassium and other compounds which are well known, those are having obvious promotive effect on the human health. Kiwi, now its use is becoming important, particularly in case of during COVID, and now when the platelet level goes down, it is becoming important. Actinidin, a enzyme is found there. It is important, particular for helping digestion. Its fibers and many polyphenols are there. Apart from catechin and quercetin, then many compounds are there. It can boost up the serotonin, and many mood enhancing effects can be seen by using the kiwi fruits. Then omega-3 fatty acids are also there. They provide the anti-inflammatory benefits and support cardiovascular health. It is having lutein and zeaxanthin also, so beneficial for the eye. The avocados are in high demand now. Now people are going for it as salad, and many uses are there. Although it was not grown in India, but now people have started. New farms are coming up, and it is being sold at very, very high prices in the metros. And people have recognized its characteristics, particularly beneficial for the cardiovascular disease risk. It contains carotenoids, phenolic compounds, and antifungal, anti-cancer, antioxidant activities, and that's why it is becoming important. And its oil is also important, particularly with soybean. It can be arthritis treatment is utilized for that, used for that. And bioactive molecules of the Mexican avocado seeds which are long chain fatty acids derivatives, are useful, have inflammatory and immunomodulatory and cytotoxic properties. Then avocado fruits expresses antimicrobial peptides, and several characteristics are ascertained to it. Blueberries, which have become now the fashion and important fruits, the cultivation has also started in India. Blueberries are very, very rich in polyphenols, protective. It has characteristics having protective, oxidative damage, inflammation associated with obesity. Blueberry consumption reduces oxidative stress and improves endothelial function in humans. And in rodents, it has been studied. Several studies have been made, and it has been found to be helpful for the liver damage also. Its anthocyanins are very, very important, and it attenuates the oxidative stress, and befitting the glucose tolerance and endothelial function. The blueberries reduce hepatic triglyceride accumulation. Then these berries, which are important, particularly in those are having the inducing the immune cell recruitment in the adipose tissue. Then the another berry which has come into the light, that it acai berry. It is a berry which has been it is harvested from the uh, palms in South America, South and Central America, and particularly it is one important, and it has several of the wonderful uh, bioactive compounds and properties also. It is improves the anti-inflammatory status and directly reducing the synthesis of the pro-inflammatory cytokines, and it is important in a particular the for brain as well as in a several way to the human health. That now people consider that fruit are sometimes uh, mood lifting, and fruits are considered as a mood lifting fruits. Mango, it is considered to be the this in this category because of its serotonin production, and it promotes well-being, reduces oxidative stress. The bananas are also rich in tryptophan and particularly helps in production of serotonin, and it is a neurotransmitter associated with the mood regulation. Then berries are well known now. These can reduce the oxidative stress and enhance the mood. Pineapple is also of the same category. Avocados, oranges, kiwi fruit, grapes, papaya, apple, these all have their mechanism, and they improve and they lift the mood of the human beings. Now, at the end, after talking all this from the horticulture point of view, I am projecting some of the strategies how we can make them important. First of all, we have to preserve the genetic diversity because lot much variability is there, and we have to explore their natural variation in the fruit species. In the between the species and in the species, lot of variation is there that has to be conserved, that has to be preserved, and directly that diversity can be utilized, and we can utilize the genomic tools for targeted breeding. When we know these are the compounds, then marker assisted selection can be made and gene editing techniques can be applied. Then we can apply the metabolic engineering to modify the biosynthetic pathways and enhance the production of therapeutic compounds because their synthesis pathways are known and the modifications can be done using the metabolic energy engineering. Then we can explore stress induction techniques to stimulate the production of secondary metabolites with therapeutic value potential. This is one of the aspects because now we know about these therapeutic compounds, how those can be enhanced or their level can be enhanced as a secondary metabolite that can be very well studied and utilized commercially by inducing the stress. Then, with the availability of the advanced analytical techniques like NMR and many others, we can analyze the bioactive compounds, their interactions very easily, and these fruits can be utilized, and particularly the varietal profile can be well documented using these all advanced analytical techniques. This will enhance the value of the fruits and definitely the market price of the varieties which are not known for their commercial value can be enhanced. Then there is a definite need for the fostering collaboration among the breeders, scientists, and medical professionals to share knowledge and expertise. So, because most of the time medical scientists are important, becoming important for making it evidence based because the literature is there, but we have to make it evidence based on the trials, the validation of the trials. That is important. That's why the team of the breeders, scientists, medical professional is important. Then considering the regulatory frameworks and the safety assessments for the development of therapeutic fruits, there may be many of the researches, and these will make all important the healing fruits and the fruits will become important, particularly for the health, as well as this will have importance in very different way as we are presently knowing. And our scientific vision and the background knowledge and the collaboration between the scientific teams will make it important. Thank you very much.
Shailendra Rajan. I think your talk, those who are listening, they will switch on to fruits and their diet or the food will have the sizable amount of fruits because number of beneficial effects, whether it is a nutrition or nutraceutical or keeping the problems at bay, avoiding the infection, etc., all sort of a thing. Many things are there, and it's not only the fruits. I'm afraid of what will happen to the poor guava, whose leaves have got so much. So anyway, it's good the leaves have got much more useful thing into it like that. So many things I can talk about, but I request Dr. Kalia to just add to the talk and summarize in brief. Though difficult to summarize, is a vast subject. Dr. Kalia, please. Is Dr. Kalia around? No, he is not seen. So anyway, Dr.
Hey, एक मिनट sir. Sir, 1 minute.
Acha.
1 minute.
Okay, welcome, welcome.
Sir, at the outset, I think we have had a wonderful talk from
No doubt.
Dr. Rajan, who is very well versed with the fruit crops. I think 16, 17 fruits he has talked about, and all the biochemical, biotic compounds that we can think of, which is very important. And as the series is on nutraceuticals, it's very important to know about wide diversity of fruits, what bioactive compounds they have. It's useful from the fresh consumption point of view, from the consumer's point of view, and also from even from the marketeer point of view, to earn more from their fruits, highlighting what profile the fruit carries. Even the educated farmers can mint more money highlighting the nutritional profile of their fruits, and also that many of the fruits are very rich in these bioactive compounds. The normal one we talk about, the carotenoids, anthocyanin, and so on and so forth. But the specific bioactive compounds to individual fruits he has talked about, which is very important, that we identify varieties, strategies also he has given at the end, how we can go ahead in developing targeted varieties using recent tools, and also the diversity available, the germplasm available, how it can be profiled from these bioactive compounds point of view, and then finally used for developing those bioactive compound rich varieties, so as to make it possible for the consumers and for the farmers to cultivate those varieties and link it for contract farming point of view to the pharmaceutical industry, which he has highlighted very much, that pharmacological benefits. All these fruits are tremendous and very many, and all those ailments which we can think of today, which are emerging, especially from the cancer point of view. He has talked in a detail on very important cancer problems which are being faced in our society, how we can manage those with our fruits. But once we have, it's difficult to get rid of those. But if we can include these fruits in our day-to-day diet, we can get rid of those ailments which at the end becomes difficult to get rid of. So I think it's a wonderful talk, opening eyes from the consumer's point of view, and also educating farmers what new varieties they can pick up to cultivate to get more price in the market, and also link it with the industry, those who want to extract those very specific bioactive compounds and make use in pharmaceutical industry, and also in cosmetic industry. Many of those compounds are useful. So I think it's a wonderful talk to begin with the new series today. I must congratulate Dr. Rajan for having done wonderful job to initiate this nutrition and nutraceutical properties of horticulture crops new series with the topic that healing fruits with very important properties. So thank you very much for a nice talk.
Thank you, Dr. Kalia. Dr. Rajan has really, those who are listening, they must have got stimulated about the importance of fruits. They are not mere fruit for the sake of fruit, but they are storehouse of energy. And I told you in the beginning, energy is life. Without energy, no life. And then another source which is not much known, and we want to highlight that they are fantastic nutraceuticals, and it is evident from his talk. He has just touched upon, he has not gone into depth of a particular fruit. If you go into depth of a particular fruit, you can manage, at least avoid, if not manage, the particular disease condition or particular undesirable happening in the body with the help of consuming the fruit regularly or regular interval. And the best part which I found, that certain fruits are rich in serotonin. Serotonin is very important. If your serotonin content is okay, you are okay. Means you feel working. And if it has gone down, everything is down. Everything is, see, in a different way. So if fruits can improve your serotonin content, it keeps your mood happy, be happy and enjoy the life. So we should pick up the fruits which suits us, or what is our problem, or what is our likely problem. So I'm sure people must have been benefited immensely by his talk, and those who are interested in can see it because that video will be available on YouTube and Facebook. Those who have got interest can, in their leisure time, they can see it. It is good for everybody. I say, not only for the health people or health conscious people, but for everybody, because health is wealth and health is everything. Without health, no life. That's also there. So in the end, I think I must profusely thank Dr. Rajan, who has worked very hard and brought out only the nutrition and nutraceutical in fruit crops. Generally, we talk about varieties, what fertilizer dose, what pruning, what training, all sort of things we talk in horticulture, which are very important from farmer point of view. But from the consumer point of view, who really pay for it and keep the things going, we thought of that also we should see what it has got. That is why this series, and I think Rajan has fully justified that, giving a inaugural talk that how these fruits are beneficial. It's not merely the fruit or the food crops or the something to fill up your stomach or satisfy your hunger. No, no. These are the requirement of different body organs, etc. And you can lead a better life if you manage it properly and if you are conscious. At the same time, it's a tough task for my friends, plant breeders. Now people won't look for that how much yield is there, how much say this pulp is there, all sort of things. They will go, I'm sure, for that nutrition and nutraceutical in future. They will ask for that. How much content this particular variety has got, and they will be sold. Rather, I'm sure I want to be there. People will see the variety selling in the market, fruit varieties, selling in the variety with the label of such and such nutraceutical or nutrition in it, labeled, and people go for that. So, and there will be, see, these days artificial intelligence and whatnot, science is progressing fantastically. It is not difficult to find out what the fruit contains and all. sort of thing and liability. So I think Dr. Rajan, you have really worked hard, and we are obliged, BSHF is obliged with your talk. Hope people must be benefited. Well, friends, while thanking my team and those who have joined, we will be meeting again on 27th at 1100 hour. Shivangi, can you just display the poster if it is ready?
Yes, sir. I'll just do it.
So we are switching on to seed spices and see the nutraceuticals next Saturday. In these seed spices, very important one. So friend, till then, thanks everybody. Goodbye. Have a good weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
sir. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Ji. Thank you,
Thank you,
Ji.
Ji.
Thank you.